Hey, what's going on, guys, man? So we're about to get into it. As you guys see by the title, you already know what's going on. If you've been keeping up with any football news, you got any alerts from BR, ESPN Sports, and all that good stuff. You guys see that Davante Adams was just traded from the Packers to the Raiders. Sneaky move, man. They kept that on the hush, bro. I did not hear. You didn't see one rumor, one whisper about it, and it's gotten done. And they got the contract settled. All of that under the table. So, definitely, great for them that there were no leaks and all the teams tried to butt in and probably make that move. But it's unfortunate for Broncos fan like me, who as soon as we got Russell Wilson, every team in the division just made a move. The Chargers, they upgraded. I think, well, they did get Khalil Mack before. Did they get Khalil Mack before we got Russell Wilson? I can't remember, but they got Khalil Mack. They just got J.C. Jackson, and I think they just made another move. I can't remember. And then the Raiders went and got they got Chandler Jones. They went and got Davante Adams. Everybody's making moves. The Chiefs didn't really do much to upgrade, but man, everybody's making those moves in our division. Sucks for us, but let's get into it. So we're gonna go to Ian Rappaport. We're gonna go on his timeline. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. I'm on my Twitter. Supposed to be on this one. This is professional right here. So it says the sources are the Raiders are in the final stages of trading for Davante Adams, who also is receiving a new contract to make him the highest paid receiver in the NFL. Right. So it's supposed to be 5 years, 141 million. That's about an average of a little over 28 million a year. That's I feel like that's a great deal. Not only are you going to, but we're gonna get into that later. But it's a great deal just in a sense. He's what is he? 29 years old, and he's probably gonna. I don't know how much the guarantees were. I'll have to look into that. But it didn't take a whole lot to get him, and it probably really shouldn't because of his age, right? All it took was a first round pick and a second round pick. Let me see. Is it up here as well? I think we got it up here too. Let me pause that so I don't get hit with the copyright. So it's the first and the second round pick in this year's draft. So they'll get immediate value for that, I guess you could say, if they make the right moves. I don't really know. This draft is not really receiver heavy, offense heavy. I feel like a lot of good defensive players in this draft, and most of the receivers that you might like in this draft. So if you're Packers, they're not home runs. I feel like at least not any that's gonna be in in the um in the end of the draft. I think the Raiders might be somewhere around like pick 18 or so, pick 19, because they just missed. No, no, pause. They made the playoffs. I'm bugging. They made the playoffs, so they're somewhere in the 20s. And the Packers made in the let's see, Packers made the playoffs as well, but they didn't get any picks back. I don't think. Let me see. Raiders get Davante Adams. Yeah, the Raiders didn't get any picks. They didn't get no third, fourth, fifth, sixth, nothing like that. So let me see. Yeah, okay. I just wanted to check to see if there was any more news surrounding that, right? But this where it gets interesting, right? Because you have to also take into account that Aaron Rodgers, he just recently signed a 3-year, $150 million deal. So when you hear that, man, everybody's first statement after seeing that news is like, bruh, they just did Aaron Rodgers filthy. But come to find out, because it's like, why the hell y'all made Aaron Rodgers sign for all that money, and then y'all just gonna take away his best weapon, and that's how a lot of people felt. But then it comes out. Let me see, where's it at? We got a tweet from here too, from Ian Rappaport, that shows that Aaron Rodgers knew about this trade. Okay, look, it says right here. It says while Aaron Rodgers was negotiating his contract, he knew Davante Adams would never play for the Packers again. The situation was too far gone. Something had to give, and when Adams informed Green Bay he wasn't playing on the franchise tag, talks got fired up. Now Adams will be on the Raiders. So as a guy who's always defended Aaron Rodgers, man, I just gotta say, man, I don't think he cares. I don't think he's really like nobody wants to lose, but I don't think he's that invested in winning as he once was. Like he has his Super Bowl ring, his Super Bowl MVP. What he has like three or four regular season MVPs. He's already 39 years old. I don't think he's stressing trying to just trying to win anymore. So And then the team is still good, but I just don't. They just don't. In my opinion, they don't have enough really, right? Especially with Tom Brady coming back and the Bucks could sneakily get Julio Jones. They could get some other weapons. Gronk is gonna come back. I think he's still under contract, so Gronk is not gonna retire with Brady coming back one last year, and they got Chris Godwin resigned. They still got some good weapons, right? So they'll probably make a move. Then we also got to take into account the Saints are a pretty good team, right? And if this trade goes through for the if Deshaun Watson chooses to go to the Saints instead of the Falcons, the Saints is in a prime spot. They still have a pretty good defense. They still got weapons that'll be coming back. You'll get Michael Thomas coming back. You still have Kamara. Um, Still got Traquan Smith who's alright. And they got some decent weapons, and they're still good on defense, like I said. So, one more move for them, and they'll probably be in prime position, right? Even though they did lose, the mastermind and Sean Payton, it's still a pretty good team on paper. Uh, but yeah, this is what I want to say, right? This is why I was saying Aaron Rodgers isn't about winning, bro. You telling me you knew all of this and you still chose to resign with Green Bay? You could have asked for that trade to come to Denver, man. Could have asked for that trade to come to Denver. You would have been in a prime spot to probably win. You would have been in a tough ass division, but you still would have been in a prime. You would have been in a prime spot to really have a good chance to do some good things. But I guess maybe the NFC is weak. He just probably feels like he get it done with these whack ass receivers that he got. Like Randall Cobb can't be your number one. Marquez Valdez Scant is not a number one. Uh, Alan Lazard is not a number one receiver. So let's see how it plays out. They do have a solid defense, even though they just lost to Darius Smith to free agency. Still solid. They still got some guys on the line. Secondary still solid, but I don't think you really want to win when you resign, knowing that Davante Adams isn't coming back. So that's how I'm looking at it. Great move for the Raiders, by the way, and who, especially considering that they just lost one of their better receivers, young receivers, Henry Ruggs, who's having a good year, by the way. I'm not gonna say great year, but he was Derek Carr's a guy that likes to share the ball around. So he was their deep threat, and now you got another one who you got somebody who could take the top of the defense and can also eat underneath. He's a guy that can eat in a slot. So you got Hunter Renfro, Davante Adams. That's just and Darren Waller. That's a hell of a receiving court right there. You got two good receivers, two really good wide receivers, and you got the tight end. So that's sneaky for them. We'll see how everything pans out. But I just wanted to get on here and talk about that. Great pickup for them. And with that being said, I'm gonna head up out of here. Let me know what you guys think about that trade in the comment section below. Peace. Oh, I didn't stop recording.